Hi Sagittarius, this is going to be your reading for the third week of November 2021. It's good primarily for Sun, Rising, Moon, or Venus sign of Sagittarius, but it could resonate anywhere where you have Sagittarius in your natal chart. Please keep in mind, however, that this is a general message. It's not a personal reading meant for just one person, so it might not resonate with everyone that watches. If it doesn't resonate, Sag, or you also need some additional messages, try watching readings for any other part of your natal chart on this channel. Lots of messages could come through for you if you watch readings for other placements in your chart. If you want to book a private reading with me, Sag, the link to my website is down in the description below this video. If you're new, welcome to Soma Chandra Tarot. Subscribe and hit the bell so you know when I read for your sign. Right now it's Soma Chandra Sagittarius. Sag, I've done an oracle message for you and also a basic Celtic cross. If you can apply it to any part of your life. If you're looking specifically for a love message, Sagittarius, check out my other channel called Soma Chandra Libra. I just read for Libra and Sagittarius on that other channel, and I kind of hyper focus in on relationships. This can be applied to any part of your life, okay? Interesting cards came out, as always. I dropped out the spread and then two more cards fell out, and I heard one of your guides say, this is actually the thing for them this week. I have perception and self-worth, and I also have insecurity at the bottom of the deck. I also see guilt. Someone might feel guilty. Sag, I do think you're facing some of your own insecurities this week. What Spirit wants you to know, Sag, is that it is your perception of who you are as a person that will help you overcome feelings of insecurity. Look at this little guy, this little girl here looking at this throne like, is this really for me? It's your perception of yourself and everything that is around you. If you can shift your perception and see things from maybe a different point of view, you may recognize that this actually is your throne and you're supposed to be sitting on it. You will have to face your insecurities before you take your rightful place. It's your perception of your own self-worth that could hinder you or help you move forward. Yeah. So the first card that came out of the Life Coaching Oracle deck for you for this third week of November is 68, Resolve. This is a period of indecision and inner conflict, and it's time to make a decision. They wanted me to use a different Oracle deck to clarify this. They did this for me when I read for Capricorn, and they said do the same thing for Sag. So I clarified this card about a period of maybe inner conflict and indecision. And you do know you kind of need to make a decision. I clarified it with quest and faith. You know, Sag, I kind of get the feeling that some of you want an answer. You maybe even want someone to make a choice for you. You're actually meant to go on a quest to find the answer, to help you make a decision. And you have to have faith that it will turn out in your favor. Have faith at this time. Some of you have made a decision to go on a spiritual quest of some kind. Maybe you want to expand your spiritual beliefs, broaden your horizons in some way. That's what you guys love to do. But trust your path. You're meant to be looking for something that will help you make the right choice for you. You have to have resolve. You have to have faith. I don't think the answers will fall into your lap. You must look for it. You must look for the answers. But then at the same time, you're meant to be surrendering to something. Surrender, release and surrender all control and let nature take its course. I'm like, well, wait, are they supposed to just let life happen, or do they have to make a decision here with resolve? Well, I do think you need to go on a quest and have faith that you're going to find the right answer. You do need to make some kind of a choice. But with surrender coming out, let nature take its course. Do everything you can to make something happen, and then surrender the rest to the divine. I also have recovery and acceptance. Now, last week when I read for you guys, some of you were sick and not doing well. Some of you may need to accept that there is a limitation that you are facing, a limitation of some kind this week. You will recover from it, but you may need time to recover. You have to accept that like you're not a machine, you're not a one-man band, you're not a computer, you're not a wizard. There are some things you're just going to have to let go of and surrender. You won't be able to control everything. You won't be able to control everything. For some of you, it might be a health issue or just a circumstance that you're in. Things will get better. Apparently you or maybe something or someone in the environment needs time to recover. You need time to recover. You're going to have to surrender and accept that. Yeah, maybe it will give you time to make a decision that's been difficult for you to make, give you time to go on a quest and find something that will help you. But I like the cards that came out at the end here. Recognition, 33. Someone deserves to be recognized for all that they do. Expansion and joy. Sag, I do think that some of you this week are going to get some public recognition, maybe at work, maybe in a relationship. This will bring expansion and happiness. You may have to speak up and own your own work, own and say, hey, I'm worthy of being recognized in this moment. But I do think some of you will get good recognition. It will bring expansion. It will bring happiness. Yeah, moving towards this is a good thing. That's good. I think you guys are going to get recognized. Also, I have support team as well. 2 minds are better than 1, 3 minds are better than 2, and 4 minds are unstoppable. Now, I notice in the driving factor here for you, you have the 3 of Pentacles in reverse. Some of you feel like you work better alone, which is interesting because you guys are mutable signs. You usually work very well with other people. That doesn't always mean we want to. Mutable signs are like a jack of all trades. They can be an anchor or fixed in a foundation. You can be cardinal, you can be leaders, or you can just go with the flow. I think you may kind of resist working with a team this week, but just so you know, you might not be able to figure something out all on your own. You do have a support team. Maybe you want a lot of recognition right now. Well, if you do your part, you'll get the recognition. Don't forget to ask for help. It's around you. It's around you. I think you guys are facing some insecurities and facing feelings of maybe unworthiness, or your own self-worth will be challenged. See the big picture in the situation, Sagittarius. I think you will get some recognition, but you may need to ask for help from your support team. Bottom of the deck, I have the Star. Hope, faith, renewal. Distant dreams. You're coming into alignment with your own soul. I think you are going to feel pretty good this week. You will have, I don't know about an upswing in energy, but you may have hope for a renewal. It's a very positive energy. But I think on the 3D, you might be a little worn down. At the center of everything, I have the 9 of Wands in reverse. Some of you may be lowering your guard in some situations this week. You're like, okay, life isn't quite the battlefield that it usually is for me. But others of you feel like you're really worn down. So take care of yourselves. Watch that you're not letting other people push your boundaries at this time. If you're going to lower your guard, it might be very humbling, with the 6 of Wands in reverse being your catalyst. I do think some of you feel like you're going to focus more on your own personal definition of success. You may feel humbled in some situations. 6 of Wands in reverse can feel like we've been knocked off a high horse. We didn't get the girl. We didn't get the guy. We didn't get the job. We didn't get the recognition. But it gives you a moment to say, well, what's my personal definition of success? Do I need this attention? You may bow out of a situation because you're just so worn down this week. Take care of yourself. You do look a little drained. It may be a struggle for you to have good boundaries this week. I just see maybe some stress, and your catalyst or your challenge is to think about your personal definition of success and maybe regroup after not having a win that you thought you may have this week. What's driving you is the 3 of Pentacles in reverse. I work better alone. It's the 3 of Pentacles in reverse. There may be a procrastination. You could be building and learning and growing in a situation. This week you may lack some progress. I kind of feel like you're not necessarily gelling with those in your environment at this time. You may also struggle to come up with good strategies. I think I see a restlessness in you. So it may be a struggle to get others to cooperate with you. Watch out for other people stealing your work or your ideas. Watch out for laziness around you. You may have to, you may not be getting the success you want because you need to communicate a little bit better with a support team around you. You may just feel like you need to work alone this week. I don't feel like a back to the drawing board kind of energy. I feel like you guys just might need to be a little bit more creative in how you ask for or get support. Recent past and deep within. For this week, what happened in the past that's affecting your present moment is the Five of Pentacles in reverse. This is a good five to have in reverse. This is where we come in from out of the cold. We bring ourselves in from out of the cold. In the past, you might have been feeling alone and left out in the cold. You might have been struggling financially as well. You will begin to break even this week. You're working through freeing yourself of patterns and relationships and cycles where you felt impoverished. I do see an improvement for you financially. It could be better, but it could be worse. I think you're trying to free yourself from something that otherwise made you feel alone and left out in the cold. Also, what you're thinking about all the time is the Five of Cups in reverse. I think recently you guys gave something up that you had been hanging in there with and putting in a lot of energy towards. You have not gotten the success. You didn't get the cooperation. It did leave you feeling left out in the cold. And I think you're like, okay, I'm going to get over this now. Five of Cups is you were kind of disappointed. You were crying over spilled milk. It was difficult for you. You had regrets. You felt sad, that disappointment. You're forgiving yourself for anything that you had regrets about this week. You're not going to fuss or cry over something. Like, there are 2 cups left standing and only 3 have spilled. So you're going to let go of things that you were otherwise sad or maybe even moping about. You're going to be okay. I don't think you're going to hang in there in situations where there's a lack of cooperation or success. Yeah. 2 cards did come out for your most important action for the week. The Empress and Temperance. Wow. That's gorgeous. Some of you have Libra or Taurus in your chart. You may come into contact with an Empress. This is like an angel on earth here. The Empress is highly creative. That is the queen of all queens. She takes really good care of herself. Like, she dresses really well and she practices a lot of self-care. Very beautiful, very grounded, very loving. It's a highly creative energy. You guys this week may have an opportunity to show up and be really creative and take the lead. The Empress suggests a level of mastery. Temperance is, I am the calm angel of the divine. You are the angels that walk among us, Sagittarius. You deliver messages to us. You teach us to practice peace and patience and calm and determine the purpose. I think you're going to show up maybe, and instead of whining about something, you may let your guard down and say, okay, even though we haven't been successful and I have a lack of cooperation, some of you may actually step up and take the lead and get really creative with solutions and be this beautiful, generous, loving, giving Empress in more than one situation in your life. Conversely, you may also come into alignment with an Empress this week. They came along at just the right time. There is like this peaceful, calm, patient, beautiful, loving energy present around you or for you. This could also be a loved one that has passed on with Temperance. They may visit you this week and help bring you some calm and peace. Yeah, because I have Temperance in the star. And it'll help you work through this. You see yourself as the Fool this week. Okay, nice. I like the Fool. You see yourself, maybe you feel a little foolish right now. But you're not afraid to take a leap and try new things this week, Sagittarius. I do see that, like, you'll kind of work through something here and then you'll get really creative and really calm and patient. And then you'll be like, all right, I'll try new things. I'll try a new approach. I'll kind of recapture my own authenticity here and just move forward and just, this is Aries energy, a lot of Mars energy. I think you'll leap into new things, with a very happy vibe, but I feel like maybe you guys feel like a newbie in a situation. You'll let go of old things that aren't working for you and try new things. This Fool is kind of like, it comes after the world. It's like things have wrapped up for you. Now you're accepting new cycles. Yeah. Hidden factors that you're not aware of. 8 of Pentacles. Work. A good steady routine is something that you need to focus on this week. Paying attention to the details. Anything that you want to get good at is worth working for. This could have to do with career. If this is a person around you and you want to know what's going on with them, they're working steadily, they're minding their own business. They will try to put effort into something, and an action you could take that could further support your own endeavor, Sagittarius, is to stay focused on what you do every day and be very deliberate about it. Make sure you practice something that you want to get good at. This may be the part of the cycle that you're at. The eights are about movement for sure. Sometimes more quick movement, like with the Eight of Wands, but the Eight of Pentacles is a little bit more of a slow, diligent movement. Some of you, this may be like a routine every day at the gym. Some of you are cooking a lot right now. This will help you. Keeping yourself busy and focused on details and being productive will help you and support you. There may be someone around you that's willing to put work in. They might not be able to show you anything else but what they are working on, though. So keep that in mind. The way you're going to feel this week is the Knight of Wands. Well, with the Knight of Wands and the Fool, I think you're really restless. Very, very restless. This reading is interesting. It's kind of a mixed bag. I feel like you're worn down and maybe you haven't had a lot of success, but you're like, whatever, I'll work through this. I'll get creative. I'll be patient. The truth is you really want to go in guns blazing. Off to the next adventure, Sag? You people, I swear. I have some Sages that I grew up with. They like lived out of suitcases. They were constantly learning, constantly growing, constantly excited and expanding. You are going to feel like yourself this week, Sagittarius. I'm like, yep, that's them. I think you will feel very passionate and rebellious and restless. I think you will move quickly and passionately through life. Whatever's gone on that's been like the conflict, loss, and change, you're coming out of that. You'll get creative in situations where there's a lack of support. You might even be willing to work alone and excitedly push yourself or a team forward in some way. But you're ending on the King of Swords in reverse. Who's this? This could be you. This could be another person. A court card is often a person in our environment, or it could be an aspect of you. With the King of Swords in reverse, you could be connecting to a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. This could be a person that has a lot of authority. You may have a lot of authority right now as well. When the King of Swords comes in reverse, it comes with some homework assignments and some warning signs. Watch your temper, watch your mouth. Watch out for playing devil's advocate or feeling the need to get the last word out of anger. Someone may feel somewhat dethroned around you in a situation. You just might not be coming into alignment with an air sign right now. It could be an Aquarius. When the King of Swords comes in reverse, the most positive thing I can say about it is that strategy may be difficult for you right now. You may have to relinquish control. Don't be afraid to challenge authority if it's arbitrary. You may have someone around you that has a controlling streak in them, but you'll get creative. I think you'll bypass their bullshit too. You may need to prove it with your work. Just keep in mind, it's your perception of yourself that will help you get through your own insecurities. Look for the good support team. I think you'll get recognition in a certain situation for your enthusiasm and your willingness to take a leap of faith in this grounded, patient creativity. Someone else around you may be dethroned. They were not a good working partner anyways. I think you want to work on your own projects this week. And if you struggle with cooperation from others, you're moving towards happy expansion and recognition. You will have to let go of things that you don't have control over and accept that you may just be in a recovery period. Have hope. You'll have the renewal and go on a quest to help you make your decisions. You will have to have faith. It will take faith. Yeah. All right, Sag, that's your reading for the third week in November. I hope it resonates. And if it does, I hope it helps you. Check out my other channel, Soma Chandra Libra, for your love messages. And the link to my website for private one-on-one readings is in the description below all my YouTube videos. I'm always listening to the universe for you, Sag. Take care. I love you guys. I'll see you next time.